What's up, guys? What is up? I'm a little early. My husband, thank God for him. Thank God for him. He is cooking dinner right now. And I said, babe, I need to hop online real quick. Can I do that? He's like, yeah, go ahead. So he made me a drink. It's been a day. It's been a week, and it's only Wednesday. Cheers, y'all. I got notes. I got notes. So if you decide to hop on here, whoever hops on here, if you share it, I appreciate you. Look, I'm going to try to go through this. I feel like I'm going to be on here all day because I can go into like depth regarding this stuff. Okay? Listen. So I already posted the angel numbers I saw today. I'm going to break them down for you right quick, okay? Let me break them down for you. 8282. Abundance, balance, divine alignment. All right? Pay attention to that word. Divine alignment. 111. If you saw that today. Powerful sign of manifestation, spiritual awakening, new beginnings. Okay? 333. Okay? Sign of divine protection, encouragement, and alignment. Again, that word alignment. 666. That is not an evil number. I'm sorry for whoever told you it was. It is not an evil number. Okay? It means rebalance your life by shifting. Pay attention to that word as well. Focus from material worries. Okay? Listen to what I'm saying. Okay? 777. Spiritual awakening. Alignment. Divine encouragement. 1212. I saw 1212 today. It means balance. Spiritual awakening. Encouragement to trust the journey. Okay, and for the past 2 days, I've just been feeling, I keep hearing shift, okay? And which is crazy and interesting because yesterday, my sister and I were talking and we were just talking about how we're ready for things to start shifting, like more so in our favor, right? But when I was also thinking about shift, I feel like there's others, right? Collectively, we're all either waiting for something to shift in our career, waiting for something to shift in our finances, shift in ourselves, something within ourselves we want to change, or even in relationships. Maybe the dynamic is not quite where you want it to be, and we're just waiting for something to come through, right? I don't know, but I just feel like everyone's just like anticipating or wanting some change to come. They're calling in. I saw somebody making a list, maybe a list of the things you want. I don't know, someone looking for a man. I don't like making a pros and cons list, things you want, things you don't want. I don't know. But everyone collectively, we're all waiting for some type of shift to come and happen in our favor. Check this out though. Last night, I had a dream. And the main part of that dream that I remember was seeing a huge cup. It was like, boom, right there in my face. And it was just overflowing with water. And then I saw these beautiful wings behind it. And the word that came was emotional fulfillment. Okay? Emotional fulfillment. So if you decide to click on this video today, I got some questions for you. Please get a piece of paper. Okay? This is something I took notes because I'm even doing this as well. Because I just heard prepare. Don't know what that means. Okay? Listen to what I'm saying. Prepare ourselves, not go out trying to buy up stuff, prepare mentally, okay? Check this out. What does emotional fulfillment look like for you? That's something I had to ask myself. What does it look like for you? What does it look like for you? And then, so let's stop there. To even understand what it looks like for you, you have to understand what the word means. I looked it up because I wanted to know, right? Emotional fulfillment, a deep, lasting sense of contentment, peace, and satisfaction that come from within rather than external rewards. So it's something within you that makes you feel fulfilled. What is within you that makes you feel fulfilled? And I wrote down, do you feel fulfilled or in peace internally? Do you feel fulfilled or at peace internally? If you do not feel fulfilled or at peace internally, why? What is causing you not to be at peace? Who's trapped? Who said that? Okay? You're not trapped. This is why I'm coming on here. Listen to me right quick, okay? To me, this is just an example. To me, coming on here and sharing the things that I've learned thus far, I'm still working on myself, guys. I'm not 100% perfect. I'm still working on myself. I find something out about myself every day, it seems. Something every day. But my coming on here, sharing my experiences, doing something that I feel will be beneficial for the community, that is fulfilling to me, right? When I post videos of me being outside in the backyard trying to do my little garden thing, I'm not gonna say trying, I'm making an effort, right? That is emotional fulfillment to me. That brings me peace. What brings you peace? Right? Next question. So the first question, what does emotional fulfillment look like for you? Second question, do you feel fulfilled or at peace internally? Third question, what does being in alignment mean to you? Another question, alignment. What does that mean to be? People say, I want to be aligned. My main question is, what are you attempting to align with? Are you in the process of aligning with your higher self? Are you in the process of aligning with God? Are you in the process of aligning with other people, keeping up with the Joneses, as they say? Who are you, or what are you trying to align with? That is important on where you're putting your energy. Where are you trying to alignment? What does that mean? Thank you. I'm glad you asked. Alignment, proper positioning, arrangement in a straight line or correct relation to each other. I want to be so close to this particular energy. So for what? What is your purpose? Why do you want to be in alignment? Mine, I want to be in alignment because I feel once I'm aligned, I want to be aligned with the Most High, right? God. I also want to be aligned with my higher self. So it's literally making an effort to do both at the same time. And it's a journey, right? Going towards alignment, making sure you're staying the course, staying on track, not getting distracted. I want to also piggyback, shift. What does that mean? A change in position, direction, or tendency, often involving moving something slightly or altering its focus. It's a verb, which means to move, transfer, or exchange. The word transfer is important, guys. Because now it goes to the next question. Hope you're writing this down. Do you feel free? Why or why not? I'm not going to say used to. Most of us collectively may feel that we are not free because majority of us, we're working. We're working for someone else, where we have a career, right? A job, somewhere that we use to take care of our family, and feel that is not freedom. But freedom does not start externally. Freedom starts up here in the way you think. If you think you're tied down, you think you're trapped, you think you're stuck, you think you're stagnant, if you think that, that's where you're going to be. You're going to be where your mind is at. That's why we're doing this. Because we don't want our minds to be in lack or feel like we are in lack of anything. We're not in lack of anything. God provides us with everything. Never in lack, right? Which brings me to my next question, because we are free. You got to free your mind. What In Vogue say? Free your mind and the rest will follow. Be colorblind. Don't be so shallow. Free your mind. Okay? I'm going to go into what I'm talking, because most of us, collectively, the number one thing that is on our minds has to do with finances. Yeah? We got kids, we got families, bills, right? Some of us like to go places, do things. What does being wealthy mean to you? A lot of us, the shift that I'm feeling is wanting to occur. You need some money. Money would definitely be the answer to most of your problems right now. But I have a question for you. What would happen if money, and I heard this yesterday, and I wanted to ask collectively, what would happen if paper money was no longer, it all had to be digital? Like, what would happen if the currency was no longer, if it became irrelevant? What would we do? Have we thought about that? And what would you begin to value differently? Because now things have changed. At this moment, in this juncture, right? Money is important. But and when you think of wealth, let's classify wealth, right? The abundance of valuable financial assets, property, or material possessions that can be converted into a form used for transactions. Okay? Here's the spiritual definition for wealth. Internal state of abundance, contentment, and a divine connection rather than material possessions. We are already abundant, folks. When you are in the energy of knowing you are abundant, you are wealthy, you're attracting that energy to the universe. You're attracting that, saying, because you're already in that mind state. You're already believing, knowing you're wealthy. And I'm going to bring it all in, y'all. Hey, Tasha girl. Hey, girl. Cheers to you, honey. I'm sharing this because, one, this is something I learned about manifestation. Your mind has to match what it is that you want. You cannot want something and mentally you're not even believing that that is yours. I'm going to say that again. If I want $1 million, I want $1 million. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a millionaire. But I move in a way that is low vibrational, meaning I'm never, this ain't going to ever happen to me. I'm never going to get out of this. This is just my life. I just be dreaming. Think about what you're saying and then what you want. They're not aligning. Again, alignment. They need to align. Whatever, the whole purpose of me coming on here is to let you guys know, because this is something I had to tell myself. But I feel like it will be helpful, okay? Whatever shift that you're calling in, whether it be career, relationship, something within yourself, finances, you gotta make sure your mental state matches what it is that you're trying to call in. Whatever shift you're trying to get to happen in your life, okay? And when it comes to, I know we all need finances, right? It is a resource. It's a tool. We put so much emphasis on a piece of paper. You can literally light it on fire and it will be gone. Okay? They just print it. They just go and make it and print it. It's not even real. True wealth, our energy is currency, guys. The love we give, that's currency. We are already wealthy. We have to learn to take our focus off of all of the external material things that's not serving us no purpose. We stress over getting it. Trust me, I know. I've been in my house for a year. We stressed over getting this. But at the end of the day, once everything is said and done and I'm not here on this earth no more, this house is not coming with me. I have to just know I'm already wealthy. I'm already wealthy. You need to believe you're already wealthy. Your external world does not have to. Your internal world has to change before your external world will. And if you want your external world to change, you have to start thinking differently. And that is what's going to cause the shift. That is what's going to help you get aligned with what you're wanting, right? Remember I said alignment. Your mind must align. Y'all can put it in the chat. Your mind must align. Otherwise, what you are wanting to call into your life in this moment, it's going to become more difficult for you to obtain. Because you can't just, we're at a point you can't just believe. Because then that means you're being hopeful, right? You can't just believe. You have to know this is mine. And if it comes to your mind, it's yours. Why did it come to your, why is it a thought? Why is it a thought? It's already yours. But your mind, you need to get in the habit of training yourself that it is yours. Because once you're aligned, then you'll be more free. Because now everything's just happening. Everything's just sinking. Everything's just working out. Things don't feel so rough no more. Once you're free, oh, boom. Now you feel so wealthy, right? Full of peace, happiness, joy. Things money can't buy. I can hear somebody saying money can buy some happiness. Oh, temporarily, yeah, absolutely. There are tons of millionaires and billionaires who are not happy. Some of them are unhealthy and would rather have their health than their wealth. It's just paper. You can have anything you want. You want a car, a brand new car, you can have anything you want. But you have to know that you can have anything you want. And that's how the shift is going to start. That's how you get aligned. That's how you become free. And that's how you start to feel wealthy. And everything just recycles. You start thinking, you start shifting. You start moving. Abundance just starts coming. And things just start flowing. And it takes work. But I'm coming over here tonight to say, let's start tonight. Let's start today. Let's start believing, knowing, without a doubt, God got us, right? Without a doubt, God got us. And we're going to be good. How they say Gucci. Do people still say that? I don't know. That's all I wanted to say. I'm going to say I wrote this at the bottom. I really be taking notes, y'all. I was writing this all like, this was just coming in. Stop trying to fix shit, force shit, and fuck shit. Do fuck shit? Actually fuck shit? You ain't fuck shit away. And you don't need to be fucking up shit, trying to purposely sabotage something because you're not knowing. This is all really about knowing your worth, guys. If you know it, it will come. Because you know it. You know what 2 + 2 is, yeah? I would hope so. You're going to get your answer, boom. If you know it, it will come. Shift your mind. Your mind must what? Your mind must be aligned. That's all I got to say. Y'all already know. Keep glowing and growing. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.